So in the operators, we can also do sequence comparison. What does it mean by sequence comparison? So we can compare numbers in the sequence. So the comparison based on the lexicographic order. What the lexicographic? Lexicographic is the order that you know as the standard. A start from you to start from A and then B and then C. So the same with number. Numbers start from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I have this 5, 6, 9 less than 5 and 7, is it true or false? If it's only one number, then it is. But if it is a multiple number, how can I check? Okay, we can try. 5, 6, 7 is less than 5, 7. The result is true. Why? Because they will check every of these and 5 and 5. Okay. 6 and 7. So they will check for every of this one and then okay, based on this one, 6 is less than 7. Then but yeah, it is difficult to have this kind of notation if you have very long list. Okay. So usually we do not recommend to use this sequence comparison if it's long, because it will be complicated. So this kind of comparison, it is good to show whether two lists or two sequences are equivalent. So it means I want to see whether the list S and the list T is the same element by element. If I use not equal exclamatory sign and equal sign, it means not equal. Or this one is lexicographically less than. This one is lexicographically less than or equal to. This one is greater than. This is greater than. Operators for set. So in the set, we already learned. Here we learn about the set. For example, I want to check make it as a very simple set. Let's say S1. I make it as 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I have another set which is 3, 4, 5. The same with the previous one in the list. I want to know if 2 is in the S1. So I want to know in the set 1 whether it includes 2 or not. Okay. So I want to know if 5 not in S1. The result is true. Okay. When we use the word in, not in, we can use in the set, we can use in the list, we can use in the tuple. So I want to check whether S1 equal to S2 false, because we know that the value 1, 2, 3 is not same with the value 3, 4, 5. If I check S1 not equal to S2, okay, so it means true, because S1 is not same with S2. So you can also use the S1 less than equal to S2. False. Yeah. S1 less than equal to S2 means it is a subset. Subset means a part of the element of that set. So let's say I have S3. So maybe S3 is a set of 3 and 4. Okay. Now S3 is less than S2. Maybe let me just check this one. S3 is less than equal than S2. It is true. Because S3 has the element 3 and 4. S2 has the element of 3, 4, 5. So 3 and 4 is the subset of 3, 4, and 5. Superset. Okay, you know, in superset, subset, it is in the mathematical term. S2 is superset of S3. It is true. But S2 is not the subset of S3. It is false. Okay. In the set, we have another operators. Okay. So union. Union means a collection of all elements on the set. If you look at the S1, S1 is 1, 2, 3, and then S2 is 3, 4, and 5. Then I want to know the union of S1 and S2. So this is a vertical line. The vertical line is in the Korean word, Korean one button in your keyboard. Okay. So the union means we want to get all the values, all the unique values. 1, 2, 3, and we have 3. So we will not use 3 for 2 times, but just 1 time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one is intersection. What is intersection? I want to know the value that has been in the two different sets. So S1 and S2. So the intersect value is 3. 3 is available in S1 and 3 is available in S1. Want to get only the value when the value exists in those two sets. S1 minus S2. It means the set of elements in S1 but not in S2. So let's see. If I have S1 minus S2, S1 minus S2 is 1, 2. What does it mean? S1 is 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. And I want to minus the element that might be available in S2. In the S2, we have 3, 4, and 5. So we have 3. So it is the same with the S2. Then we just remove one, and I want to know the element that is available in the S1 which is not intersect with S2. That's why we have only one. You can see S2 minus S1. What is the result? It is 4 and 5. Because 3 is intersect, and I want to know from the perspective of S2. So this first step is the dominant, then the other. I want to check this on this step, not from here. S1 had S2. So the set of element in precisely of 1 of S1 or S2. S1 had S2. So I want to know the value which is not intersect between the S1 and S2. I know 3 is available in S1 and 3 is also available in S2. So this is the unique value in S2 and 1. So this is one step. Dictionary. In the dictionary, there are also some of the operators. So we learn about the key. Let me make again dictionary. Let's say KR is Korea, and then okay, I need to make the colon, and I need to use the curly bracket, and then US is representing the America. Okay. Oh, it's too long. Okay, dictionary 1. So I have the first value is KR colon Korea and US colon America. So if I call dictionary 1, then I have the KR is Korea, US is America. And as I mentioned to you, we can call the dictionary 01, and I want to call the key. So the key KR means I want to get the Korea. And then if I want to call the US means I want to get the value America. But let's say I want to change. US is not for America, but I want to change to US. Then you can use dictionary US equal to what is the new value. So here you can have the key equals to value. So I want to change to USA. So the dictionary with the key US, let the value become US. Then you will see that the value now become USA. So you can change the value if you know the key and put the new value at the timer. And yeah, you can check. You can delete the key. For example, I want to make a new key. If I want to add a new key, it's different. Maybe let's just delete the key. I want to delete dictionary 01 US. Okay. Then if you call the dictionary 01, it has only one. Okay. The key US has been deleted. So this is DBL in D. And then I want to check whether KR is in the dictionary 01. Okay, I need to put it as a string. Okay, KR is in the dictionary. Now I want to check whether US is in dictionary 01. It is false because we already did. The other two is the same with the equivalent. You want to check the D1 and D2 means I want to check whether the dictionary 1 is equivalent to dictionary 2. D1 not equal D2 means the dictionary is not equivalent. Okay, so this is a kind of rule. We call this is the operator precedence. Operator precedence means it is a kind of rule. This is the top, like the priority. This is number 1. This is 2, 3, 4. So this is a kind of sequence. So if you have very long syntax, let's say you have a kind of statement 2 exponent, maybe 2 exponent of 3 plus 6 divided by 7 multiplied by 4, like this one. Then how can we calculate it? Yeah, there should be a kind of precedence. So this is the precedence. They will check the first, and then check the second, and then check the third, and then check the fourth, and so on. So this is like the order. If you look at this one, the exponent will come first, and then the unary operators will come next. Multiplication, division, and multiple next. Addition, subtraction will come next. So it means the exponent is the higher. Maybe this one is the highest one. So when you do with the parenthesis, it is important. And then they will consider the exponent. After that, they will check the unary operation. They will check the multiplication and division. They will check the addition and subtraction, and so on. So I don't explain about this one. It is more about the computer languages. So you already learned the comparison. The comparison is not in, not in. And then next is not and or conditional. It is the conditional with if, and then the last one is the simple assignment. For example, equal, plus equal, minus equal. So this is the sequence which Python will consider from the first until the last one. So we will do more with this precedence, maybe with the examples later. I'll continue to the second presentation. So here we will learn more things about the conditional loops, functions, exception. Maybe if you learn Python at first, you know about those things. But let me just make it very short for this class. For conditional, so in the conditional, there will be like three kind of conditions. So you can just have if then. You can have if then else, or we can have nested if. So we call it if inside another. The structure in Python is something like you have if, and then you have the condition. You put false, and then what is the true statement? If it is not true, we will go to the next if. This is the second. If this is true, then do this. If it is false, then we will go to this. We will check the third condition. And so the last one, if all the condition is true. So the structure, the common to all control structures, the colon character, this is the colon character, is used to delimit the beginning of a block of code that acts as the body of the structure. So you have the if function, now you have the condition, and then you need to put the and what is the, for example, if I have a value of 495 and I will like to check if the score is higher than 90, then print that. Let me make another Python. Zero two, zero one, or 0202. Score. I want to put 95, and then I can check the if score is higher than 90. Please don't forget about the column, and then I will like to print pass. Score, I assign a value 95, and I want to check if the score is higher than 90. Column indicates that print. So in this kind of structure, if the body can be stated as a single executed statement, single executable statement. So if your statement is only one, then it can technically place on the same line to the right of the column. So you can put here, basically it is okay. This is okay if the statement for the true statement is okay. Why we do this one? Later when you do the practice in Guru, please access Guru. One practice for you. You can try with that practice until next week. So in the Guru, it's very sensitive with the space. So for example, if you put only one string, what happens? Here is open, but in Guru, it is empty. So please be careful. So the common practice for this indentation, usually we put 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is common practice. And in Guru, we usually put 4 spaces. If you have only one statement, yeah, you can just put in the next statement. So it's easy. But if you have many statements, you need to put this indentation. So a body, we call the body here, is more typically typeset of an indented block. So for now, our statement is only one, but later on maybe you have multiple statements. And it is starting on the line following the column. So after you have the column, you can make statement. And then, for example, if the condition is wrong, then we will print another statement. So the structure of if, yeah, this is just for, you can use else, print field. It means if this condition is true, print hex. But if the condition is false, then print field. Now you will see, let's say I make it, the value is 75. Okay. So if the score is higher than 90, then pass. If not, fail. If you do it this one, then the result will be 0. Or we can use with different kind of, we call this is if in type 13, or yeah, we call this multiple. Then another condition, else. So for example, okay, let me just have the score is 75. Okay, and then I have score. If the score is higher than 90, let's print pass. If the score L if the score is higher than 70, print re-exam, and else print fail. So I still want to give a chance for the student who got the score higher than 70 to do the exam. But if it is less than 70, just make it fail. So there are some additional conditions. So in this case, the result is okay. Re-exam. So usually you can also you can do with this one only, or you can say like the score is less than 90 and the score is higher than 70. So we can use n for, yeah, it is the same. But Python understand if this condition is not satisfied, of course, it is higher than, of course, lower than 90. So we don't need this one. It is enough. So there are many kind of if. Okay, you can use the and, you can use the or, you can use not. I will not explain those things because I hope that you can learn by yourself for the detail. Python relies on the indentation level to decide the extent of that block of code or any nested block of code within. So you can have not only one statement. So in this statement, you can have, for example, print, please go to the administration office, for example. So it means I can have multiple statements after this column, but it should be in the same indentation. It should be in the same indentation. Or you can have another variation. If score is higher than 90, print hash, and then if, for example, you want to check with other kind of quiz 70, so you can also do like if quiz is higher than 90, print good job. So it means the if can be in the multiple indentation. So we have another if, so there will be another indentation to indicate that this statement for this if, and this statement is for this if. Now you can see no result. Why? Because there is no false condition. The score is 75. So it does not satisfy this condition. And nothing happens. No. Yeah, you can do like this one. Some programmers think that it's easier to make like score higher than 90 and quiz higher than 90. Yeah, this is also okay. Okay, it depends on you. That's why when you do the assignment at group, every student will have the book, even though the problem is the same. If you have the same code with your friend, then I can understand that you just copy from it. Please be careful. Okay? Future. Next is about loop. Okay, loop. There are some variation of loop. First is about the while loop, and the other is about for loop. In the while loop, yeah, usually we have the kind of starting or initial value. Let's say I have I equals to 0, and then while I is less than, for example, 5, then, for example, print I. And then I would like to increase I with what? So I start from 0, and then I want to check I is less than 5. Yes, it's true. Then if it is true, it will two digits. It means I will print I 0. So 0 will be printed, and then next I will be added 1. Now I become 1. And then again check. 1 is less than 5. Yes. So print 1. Then I will be added by 1. Now I become 2. So 2 less than 5. Yes. Print 2. So this is loop. Okay, we call it loop of iteration until the condition is false. Then it is stop. The result will be 0, 4. You can print on the next, not print on, you can print on the same line, not in the next line, using the word and. So if you use the word and equals put, and you can put space. So if you put one space, then it means there is one space. This is the same with the for loop. For, let's say I use j in range 5. So I want to print j. The word range, it means I want to make a sequence of value from 0 until the number that you define. So this is number 5. Means I would like to make a sequence of value from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put 5, it means it will be n minus 1. The same with in the chat. The positive is the same with the leaf. Basically, range is the same with the step that we learned in the leaf. I want to have range from 0 to 5. This is the result. I want to start from 1. Then it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to start from 2. So it is 2, 3, and 4. Now I want to, let's say I want to start from 0 until 5. I want to start from 0 until 5, and I want to have every 2 interval. So I put range 0, 5, 2. Then 0 and then 2. With the step that we learned. Now we have this problem. What is the result? Okay, let me type it for you. So the data equals to 1, 5, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 7. And then big index equals to 0. For j in range of length data. What is length data? Length data. So if I have this one, I have the data. The data is 152397, and I want to check the length. Length data. Length data is 7. What does it mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 terms. It means I want to start the range from 0 until select the data. So I want to start from 0 until 7. If the data J is greater than the data big index, then big index equal to J. And at the end, I want to print big index. The result is 5. What does it mean by 5? Yeah, you can take a look later. Here is the program to find where is the index of the maximum of the, or we want to find the index of the biggest number. So the biggest number is 9. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is it. So we can look at this one to understand more. Okay, I will stop here so you can do with the learning check that I wish to check. Takes on 5 minutes.